Let's move on to our next topic: approach, run, forechecking, closing down, channeling. The type of strikers I have will dictate the approach. It is important that the strikers recognize certain situations themselves. That's key, and that takes some time. Many strikers are too eager, make their move prematurely. I always like to convince young strikers to adhere to a few principles. I say, guys, don't forecheck an opponent who is facing the play, has the ball at his feet, and sees you. I always say, attack the pass. Just as we see it here. As soon as the ball has left his foot, one of the strikers can move, maybe both of them. I would prefer the striker away from the ball to take action, but we'll talk about this later. The ball-near striker will bend his run to corral a defender with the ball. The passing lane to the other central defender is closed, and now we can channel the ball to a certain position of space. That's what we mean when we say approach, run, forechecking, closing down, channeling. Two strikers can accomplish this, either the ball-near striker or the one away from the ball. The advantages and disadvantages we will analyze in a minute. What is important here, and that's key, there are always situations in a game where one has to use intuition to do the right thing. A general rule: an opponent who sees everything, is facing the play and the scene, we don't want to attack him, merely monitor and maybe stalk. As soon as the ball leaves his foot, we make our approach run. We have the time for that. While he's trying to control the ball, you have moved close and apply pressure. He has to see the ball, but now also is aware of the opponent. We do school central defenders to be excellent ball handlers towards being a playmaker. That's the expression used. The same emphasis happens at coaching schools so that the coaches can educate their defenders accordingly. But there are still central defenders deficient in ball handling. Their strength is to play against the ball. When they are forechecked and put under pressure, it's very uncomfortable for them. My recommendation for young strikers is not to attack the defender with the ball and in control, but to attack the pass and the pass recipient. It is also important not to make the approach run in too wide a curve. Look at this. If the forechecking striker makes his run too wide, the defender with the ball can escape with a simple dribble. Make sure not to run the bent run too wide. That is an item that should be practiced well, as it is preparation for pressing. We are still working on preparatory steps for pressing action. What we want is to channel the opponent in a specific space.